New York, 2013. A 32-year-old man named Mita Duran, a creative employee at a multinational advertising company, worked non-stop for 30 hours straight. Coffee, energy drinks, deadlines, pressure from the boss, those were what kept him awake. But then, right after he hit the send button on his final report, he collapsed at the office, and he never woke up again. The medical report concluded, acute heart damage caused by prolonged psychological stress. No alcohol, no drugs, no accident, just stress. Extreme stress. If you are currently working 10 to 12 hours every day, constantly exhausted even without physical activity, frequently losing sleep, suffering from headaches, or feeling anxious, then chances are you might be living just like Mita Duran once did. The only difference is you have not collapsed yet. Be honest. Are you living like this? Going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning, only to be jolted awake by work calls at 7, feeling guilty when you rest, and uneasy whenever your phone is not in hand. Grabbing quick bites to eat, but spending hours fine-tuning slides just to please your boss. Smiling on the outside, but hollow inside. Breathless, endlessly drained. You are not sick, you have not had an accident, and you are not battling a disease. But you also no longer have the strength to truly live. Stress does not knock on your door like thunder. It seeps in quietly like rain soaking into the walls, day after day, hour by hour, until one day everything collapses, and you never even heard the alarm. Today, stop for a moment and listen to me. Let us take a step back together. What is stress, really? How does it silently destroy you? And how can you reclaim your life before it swallows you whole? Do not scroll past this, because you might already be a victim without even knowing it.
What is stress? And why do we always feel exhausted? A big question for an entire generation. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling like you just ran a marathon in your sleep? Your body feels heavy, your mind is foggy, your heart is racing. You feel anything but refreshed, even after getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You are not alone. This is a common condition among today's generation, and the culprit is stress, an invisible force that sneaks into every breath, every meeting, every message. But what exactly is stress? Why does it drain us, fill us with anxiety, and make us feel like we are losing ourselves? And how can we break free from this constant exhaustion that feels like a mild depression? Stress is not just feeling tired. Medically speaking, stress is the body's biological and psychological response to pressure from the environment. When the brain perceives a threat, whether real or imagined, it triggers the release of hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, causing your heart rate to rise, blood pressure to increase, and breathing to quicken. In other words, stress is a survival response. It is what helps you run from a tiger in the jungle, or switch into superhuman mode when a deadline is looming. But when stress builds up over time without release, it slowly wears down your nervous system, your immune system, and even your heart. The root of stress. When your mind has no space left. Stress does not appear out of nowhere. It is the result of constantly accumulated pressure. Stress is not a sudden emotion like sadness, anger, or happiness. It is a prolonged state, like a glass slowly being filled drop by drop. And then, one day, just a single message is enough to make it overflow. So what are those drops that keep filling the glass?
Here are the 7 most common causes of stress. 1. Work pressure, deadlines, expectations, and competition. Working overtime, taking on too many tasks, not being properly recognized, being micromanaged, lacking direction, or being stuck in a job that does not suit you. According to a survey by the World Health Organization, WHO, over 70% of young people aged 22 to 35 feel stressed because of work, and nearly 1/3 feel burned out every single week. 2. Financial struggles, instability, debt, uncontrolled spending. Not having enough money to cover basic needs, housing, healthcare, education, constantly worrying, will I make it to the end of next month? Comparing your income and lifestyle to others, feeling inferior, pressured. Money cannot buy happiness, but not having it definitely buys stress. 3. Toxic relationships, romantic, social, or family-related. Jealousy, control, and lack of trust in romantic relationships. Pressure from parents. You must succeed. You must get married. You must be stable. Feeling lonely even when surrounded by people, because no one truly listens. The greatest sadness is not being abandoned. It is living next to someone and still feeling like you do not belong. 4. Social media pressure, comparison, fake expectations. Seeing people travel, succeed, get rich, and look happy every single day. Getting caught in the cycle of, I am not as good as anyone. Shame, insecurity, anxiety. The fear of missing out, trying hard to keep up just so you are not left behind. We are no longer living our own lives. We are performing to prove ourselves online. 5. Lack of sleep, shallow sleep, not getting enough rest. Sleeping less than 6 hours a night, your brain does not recover. Chronic fatigue. Stress makes it hard to sleep, and insomnia makes stress even worse. This negative loop creates a domino effect on mental health. A deep sleep is worth more than 10 cups of coffee. 6. Academic stress, exams, direction in life, family expectations. Not knowing what you are truly good at or what you want. Fear of failure, fear of being compared, fear of being judged. Expectations from family become a burden, especially for young people in Asia. It is not the grades that stress you out. It is the feeling that you are not good enough that truly breaks you down. 7. Self-imposed pressure. Perfectionism, trying to please everyone, always trying to be perfect. Afraid to say no because you fear being disliked. Setting your own standards too high, getting disappointed in yourself when you fall short. Much of the stress that young people face today comes from trying to be too excellent in a world that was never built to be fair. Top 6 countries with the highest stress levels among workers. 1. South Korea. Stress from a culture of extreme devotion. Worker stress rate, approximately 93%, according to Gallup 2022, groups most affected. Office employees, manufacturing workers, young graduates. Main causes include a work-until-death culture, known as guarosa, intense academic and career competition, long working hours, minimal vacation, crushing social expectations placed on individuals. This is one of the top countries in Asia with the highest number of deaths caused by overwork. 2. Japan. When silent endurance becomes a cultural norm, worker stress rate, approximately 88%. Key term, karoshi,
death by overwork. The main causes are similar to South Korea, a culture of working without complaint, never saying no to your boss, lack of work-life balance, fear of being judged as irresponsible if you take time off or leave work early. There is also a low rate of access to mental health services. Therapy is still quietly stigmatized. Many Japanese people work themselves to exhaustion in silence until one day they disappear from the world, and no one ever knew how tired they truly were. 3. United States. The land of dreams, but with intense pressure. Worker stress rate, approximately 83%, according to the American Institute of Stress. Most stressed sectors: tech, finance, healthcare, education. Main causes include a give it your all to succeed mindset, driven by extreme individualism, skyrocketing costs of healthcare, education, and housing, financial pressure, social instability, racial tension, gun violence, increases anxiety. Labor laws offer poor support for vacation or parental leave. In America, rest is a privilege, not a basic right. 4. India. A large population does not mean equal opportunity. Worker stress rate, approximately 79%. Most affected groups: office workers, IT engineers, freelancers. Why is that? Work pressure from multinational companies, especially in the IT sector, traditional family expectations combined with global aspirations, poor traffic, unsafe work environments, underdeveloped mental health care systems. Many young Indians hold advanced degrees, yet live under immense stress from the pressure to succeed while also living up to societal expectations. 5. France. Sounds relaxing, but the reality is far from it. Worker stress rate, approximately 75%. Affected sectors: teachers, healthcare workers, public service employees. The main reasons behind this include a rigid bureaucracy. Workers feel powerless in their jobs. Immigration crises, inflation, and rising living costs create psychological pressure. School and social violence cause anxiety for teachers and healthcare workers. High burnout rates, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. Even in the land of wine and long vacations, the French often carry a constant undercurrent of anxiety as society changes faster than they can keep up. 6. Brazil. Stress from economic instability, social inequality, and urban violence. Worker stress rate, approximately 73%. Most affected: working-class laborers, teachers, public sector employees. Main causes include ongoing unemployment and job insecurity. Street violence creates a constant state of alertness. Deep social inequality. People feel directionless. Weak worker support policies. Citizens must fend for themselves, often to the point of collapse. Stress in Brazil is not just about work. It stems from a deep sense of helplessness when people feel they have no control over their future. Solutions for relieving stress. A message to those who are silently exhausted. You do not have to do everything. You just need to do something that matters to you, every day. Someone who once stepped out of the darkness of stress. Here are 5 solutions that can help you begin healing from stress. Do not skip them. 1. Learn to listen to yourself. Ask yourself, what is causing me the most pressure right now? Write down your thoughts and feelings. Do not let them pass silently and fester inside. Even a 5-minute journal in the morning can help you release up to half the invisible tension. 2. Create stress-free zones in your daily routine. Just 10 minutes of walking outside. Sing your favorite song without checking your phone. Enjoy a meal without rushing, without messages popping up. You cannot recharge your energy if you keep charging your phone and forget to recharge yourself. 3. Live simply. Stop living to compare. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel inadequate. Stop chasing other people's standards. Focus on your own progress, even if it feels slow. Life is not a race, it is a journey, and each of us has a different destination. 4. Embrace rest as part of performance. Resting does not mean stopping. It means moving in the right direction. You deserve to breathe, to sleep well, and to live your own life. Someone who knows when to rest is someone who knows how to win in the long run. 5. Reconnect with people. Healing happens through sharing. Do not let yourself be alone in the whirlwind of work. Call a loved one. Find a friend to walk with. Or reach out to a mental health professional. You do not always need advice. Sometimes all you need is someone who will just be there, silently, and understand. Here are 6 stress-fighting foods to calm your mind and relax your body. 1. Salmon. Fights inflammation and balances the brain. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Reduces anxiety and boosts mood. Contains tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin, the happiness hormone. Helps regulate blood pressure and lowers cortisol, the primary stress hormone. 2. Kale and spinach. A magnesium boost for relaxation. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system and improves sleep quality. Folic acid supports dopamine production, easing mental fatigue. Packed with antioxidants to reduce inflammation in the brain. 3. Dark chocolate, at least 70%. A sweet, happy pill contains flavonoids that improve blood flow to the brain and enhance mood. Stimulates the release of endorphins and serotonin. Best consumed in moderation, around 20 to 30 grams per day, or about 0.7 to 1 ounce. 4. Brown rice and oats. Stabilize blood sugar and ease mood swings. Slow digesting carbohydrates. Provide steady energy throughout the day. Naturally stimulate serotonin production. Help prevent irritability and anxiety caused by low blood sugar levels. 5. Walnuts and almonds. Powerful anti-stress nutrients. High in omega-3, vitamin E, and vitamin B6. Protect brain function and improve memory. Contain tryptophan that increases natural serotonin levels. Ideal as a midday snack to keep your energy and mood stable. 6. Blueberries and strawberries. Anti-anxiety. Superfruits. Rich in anthocyanins, strong antioxidants. Boost brain function and reduce stress-related damage. Support the immune system, which often weakens under stress. Bonus. Other foods that support vitamins and calm the body. Bananas. Increase serotonin and help reduce muscle cramps caused by stress. Chamomile tea gently calms the nerves without causing dependency. Turmeric golden milk fights inflammation and supports emotional balance. And traditional stress-soothing comfort foods like lotus seed porridge calms the heart, helps with insomnia.
Black bean soup cools the body, detoxifies, relieves tension. Vegetarian glass noodle soup with mushrooms, light on the stomach, clears mental heaviness. Food does not just nourish the body, it nourishes the soul. Eating right may be the simplest self-healing step you can take, starting today. Life is not just about running. We were not born to run like machines. We were born to live like human beings, with emotions, with limits, and with the right to feel tired. You do not have to be strong every single day. Some days, you just cannot get out of bed. Not because you are lazy, but because your heart feels heavy. Not because you want to give up on life, but because you have been holding it all together for too long. This world does not need you to be perfect all the time. It just needs you to listen to yourself. You do not need to prove your worth, because you were already valuable from the start. You are not late. You are on your own timeline. Do not compare your age 25 to someone else's age 30. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. What matters is not how fast or slow you go, but whether you are heading in the right direction. Every seed blooms in its own season, and so will you. Do not work just to survive. Live for meaning. Your job does not define who you are. Do not let success on social media steal your real peace. Being busy does not always mean being successful. Sometimes it is just a way to avoid facing yourself. Money can buy a good night's sleep, but it cannot buy peace of mind. You do not have to please everyone. Just be true to yourself. You do not have to smile when you feel like crying. Not everyone will understand you, but you must understand yourself. The bravest thing you can do is live honestly, without pretending just to be accepted. You are one of a kind, and that alone is a miracle. A message to the working soul. 1. Resting is not laziness. It is a smart decision. Every machine needs maintenance, and so does your mind. Do not wait until your body breaks down to finally value your health. Working hard is admirable, but do not forget, you are working to live, not living to work. Rest does not hold you back. It gives you strength to keep going. 2. Do not trade your youth just to buy a few peaceful years when you are old. Health lost cannot be bought back with money. Do not postpone joy until retirement. You do not know if tomorrow will even come. Enjoy what you have while you still can. Life is not a rehearsal. Live it for real. 3. No one becomes great by doing everything, but by choosing what truly matters. Learning to say no is a survival skill. Letting go is a sign of maturity. Knowing when enough is enough, that is the smartest way to live in a world that always wants more. Do less, breathe more, and you will find yourself living more fully. Remember this. Do not push yourself too hard. Stress is a silent illness that can strip away your joy and trust in life, one day at a time.